So picture the average teen. What do you think they'd do with $1,000? You might guess something frivolous, but not necessarily. Kids across the country have actually been given the chance to do something good with $1,000 thanks to something called the VING Project. And they've stepped up in big ways.
Hi, my name is Stephanie D.
My name's Anton Starkman.
My name's Preston Bowman.
My name is Anika.
At the beginning of this pandemic, I came across the VING Project, and it gave me the opportunity to give back to someone in my life. So I immediately thought of Nicole Tamkin.
Hi.
At the time, she was struggling because she didn't have work. She has a 4-year-old child. And what I didn't know at the time was that she's pregnant with twins.
My good buddy!
Hi.
I knew exactly who I wanted to give the $1,000 to. His name is Val.
Wow!
He's the most genuine and caring person I've ever met in my life. And he's the best bus driver ever.
And I gifted the $1,000 check to Candace. Her house unfortunately caught on fire from the inside out, and she's still trying to get back on her feet.
Jennifer is this amazing community advocate who has done many wonderful things in her life. In March, her son passed away, and she was going through a really difficult time. It was really fulfilling to help her and her family. In these tough times, one of the most rewarding aspects have been giving back.
So there's $1,000 there? Can you like it?
All right, y'all, here to explain what the VING Project is all about is the founder of the organization, Liz Lefkowski. Hello, Liz. How you doing?
First of all, I just have to take 1 minute to say thank you so much for helping us launch VING out into the world.
First of all, for everyone that doesn't know about the VING Project, can you tell us a little bit about what it's about?
Of course. So VING is all about the next generation of givers. VING standing for giving, loving, receiving, which is why it's VING. And any 14 to 18-year-old in the United States can send us a video, 60 to 90 seconds. If you had $1,000, who would you give it to and why? And literally, I watch every video that comes through, and we select the majority of most of the teenagers, and then if they're selected, we literally send them $1,000 check that they then get to deliver to the recipient, zero strings attached.
So when you started this, you were doing it anonymously, right?
Yeah. So we started doing it about 5 years ago, and I think I didn't want to be a distraction, right? It's not really all about me. I'm the back office. It's all about these great teenagers. And so when COVID hit, we realized we had done a couple hundred and it was lovely, but it was now more than ever, we needed to do thousands and really get out the word. And I think some of the feedback I was getting was the teenagers, they needed validation that this was real. So I was I'm more than willing to tell you, it's me, I got you, it's real. And we trust you as teenagers to be our ears and eyes out in the world and tell us, who do you know that could use some help? I totally believe in you, and you then go and be the philanthropist.
And what a cool thing to instill that confidence in someone in that and project such greatness for their future, and have that feeling of being able to help someone and kind of give them that hunger for wanting to think outside themselves. It's a really beautiful thing. And how do you think this is impacting the kids?
Well, I think the real game changer, and I've really thought about this over the years, is the lifelong gift, is really to the teens. It's wonderful, and we are helping people that absolutely could use $1,000 today, right? 20 million people on unemployment. A lot of people could use a little boost right now and pay bills. But they're, God willing, going to go on and do their thing. These teenagers are going to remember forever, especially now in all of this confusion with this pandemic and a lot of helplessness for all these kids that are home from school. And it's for a moment, they didn't think about themselves, and they thought about someone else in their community that they care about, that they were hey, that person that owns a restaurant, or the lunch lady at my school, or the bus driver, someone else in my life that could use a little help right now. And so I feel they are going to remember it forever and ever and ever. And someday when they're adults, who knows what they'll do, right?
That's what I'm saying. You're planting the seed, that hunger of
sure,
wanting to create that positive change and those positive domino effects. We have a 16-year-old girl joining the conversation who just found out she has $1,000 she can spend on someone special she knows, courtesy of the VING Project. So Lindsay, are you there?
Hi, Kelly.
Sport the Ving swag. I like it. I like it. So, I mean, Lindsay, when you heard about the VING Project, what did you think?
Okay, so I found out about VING from Instagram. I saw lots of ads and I saw Kristen Bell promoting it on her platform. And at first I was like, this is too good to be true. Like, who just gives a teen $1,000? I was like, no way. But, then I looked into it more, and it turns out to be this awesome organization. And I knew that I had to be a part of it, and I wanted to submit a video. And so I did about a week ago. And then yesterday I was told that my video was picked. And so that was the most amazing feeling in the whole world, because I know that I get to impact somebody's life in such a huge way. And I don't know, I felt like screaming and jumping around. Like, it was just the best feeling.
It's like you have a superpower. It's awesome. I know. I love that. So who do you want to use the money for? Why did you want to do this?
So the person that I'm going to give my money to is Maria, who's my family's cleaning lady. She is just, she's like the most kind and dedicated person. She has family and kids, and she's dedicated to them and her work. And whenever she comes over to my house, which actually hasn't been in a while because of COVID, but she greets us with hugs and smiles, and she just has such a positive attitude, and I really miss being around her. And because of the rise in cases, especially here in Texas, a lot of families don't really want her in their house, for safety and health reasons, and mine included. And so people are canceling on her, and I can imagine that brings some financial stress. And I want to give her my check because she's someone that I appreciate so much and I care about, and I hope that it can bring her some security in a time of such insecurity and uncertainty.
All right. Well, we have Maria along with her son, Fernando, in our waiting room. She thinks she is here to talk about being a good neighbor, but let's get her on the line and share what's going on. Hello. How you doing, Maria? How you doing, Fernando?
How's it going?
Hi. Well, okay, Maria, I know that you thought you were coming on the show to talk about being a good neighbor, and I am sure you are one heck of a good neighbor, but I have a surprise for you. That was just our reason to get you here. So do you see that Lindsay's here with us? Do you see Lindsay? Hi. All right,
Lindsay. Oh my God.
So we kind of tricked you into coming here. We are certain that you are probably an amazing neighbor as well, good neighbor. But we tricked you because we wanted to have Lindsay here because she wanted to tell you something, Maria. So I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to let Lindsay go for it, all right?
Well, hi, Maria. Long time no see.
Yes.
Well, of course, you know that my family appreciates you and we miss you, and we wish that we could invite you to, come into our home, but COVID-19, so it's not really an option right now. But as you know, you're not actually here for the Good Neighbor segment that I was telling you about. You're actually here because of an organization called VING, which is what my shirt is. So VING is as in giving, and basically they allow teens to give a financial boost to somebody that they care about. And you are someone that I care about so much and that my family cares about, and so I have a surprise. On behalf of VING, they picked my video, and so now I'm gonna give you an $1,000 check, and you can use it for anything that you need. And
oh my God,
I love it.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I love her face. She covered up. I'm crying.
Yeah,
That's so awesome. I love it. Well, I mean, I would just like to personally add a little more for you, okay, Maria? Because we loved her story too, and we thought Lindsay picked such a good heart, and we want to celebrate great hearts here at the show. So we're also going to be giving you an additional $5,000. So it's going to be $6,000 to just make your life better.
Oh my
I know that everybody's kind of, going through right now financially. A lot of people are, and we know, especially in your line of work, you're maybe not able to do your job as you want to. So I just am so excited that she picked you, and you obviously are a second extended family for her family, and you are now that for us at the show. So please spend that money on something fun, or pay some bills if you need to, but also spend it on something fun for yourself.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you to everybody to do this.
Oh my God, I love today.
God.
Well, thank you so much, Fernando and Maria, and Lindsay, you as well. And Liz, thank you so much. This is a beautiful organization that you have started. We cannot wait. We'll lift it as much as we can on our show because I think it's just an incredible thing you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Absolutely.
everybody.
All right, y'all. To learn more about how a teen, can get involved in the VING Project and help someone out, y'all head right now to kellyclarksonshow.com.
Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.